University and East Tennessee State in the preseason NIT. The officials tonight are Bob Garibaldi, Terry Crispin, and Tom Harrington. They're the starters for Buccaneers. Major Gear, Keith Jennings, Greg Dennis, Marty Story, and Calvin Telford. And all 5 of them started last year and were very, very good basketball players. For BYU, Nathan Call, Mark Heslop, Shawn Bradley, Steve Schreiner, and Ken Roberts. Schreiner was a starter last year. Heslop played quite a bit as a reserve. Nathan Call was a starter 2 years ago before serving an LDS mission. There are the coaches. Alan LaForce in his first year of the Buccaneers. Roger Reed his second year at BYU. Both were assistant coaches for several years at their same schools before becoming head coaches. BYU is actually starting 2 freshmen tonight, Ken Roberts and Shawn Bradley, who were both listed as well as high school All-Americans and outstanding players. Roberts led his team to a couple of state championships in one division in Utah, and Bradley did the same for his team.
Of course, BYU, one of the best recruiting years in the history of the school. The Sporting News ranked BYU's recruiting coup here as number 2 in the nation, right behind the University of North Carolina.
Well, the 2 teams out on the court were ready to go at the ball game. Bradley 7-6. And the tip is controlled. Gear is a 6'11" player. The tip is controlled by the Buccaneers. So East Tennessee with the basketball to start the game. Jennings, the guard, goes out in front now to Dennis. Swing it over the right side. BYU starting man-to-man.
Little passing game here by East Tennessee State. Take advantage of the quickness. A little behind the back. Nice dish off there. But Jennings, to his teammate coming on the baseline, which was Gear, but just a little too long.
Well, Gear looked like was looking for the shot. Now BYU with the ball, some pressure as Nathan Call brings the ball up court. As they say, he started 3 years ago. There's a steal. There's the quickness. Going down for a slam. He puts it home. A steal by Calvin Telford. He is a very exciting athlete. He was twice the Southwest Virginia Player of the Year.
There's another steal here by Jennings, and they got a 3-on-1. Nice bounce pass.
And it's Telford once again. So there's 2 quick buckets. BYU down 4-0. Telford, I say, twice Southwest Virginia Player of the Year, and a real fine athlete. BYU with the basketball. Heslop out to Schreiner, over to Call. Call looking into the middle. Comes back out to Heslop, who's a good outside shooter. Now over to Roberts. 4-0. East Tennessee leading early in the ball game, and we saw their quickness.
BYU now want to just take it very, very slow here, very patient. Almost picked up the offensive charge here by Heslop. He makes the baseline move.
Backdoor play. Heslop got the field goal. Roberts the assist. East Tennessee comes back, leading 4-2. Well, good feet underneath. The shot is blocked. Whistle on the play, and a foul called underneath on BYU.
Very nice pass here from Dennis to Gear underneath the basket. Again, you mentioned a very small team, East Tennessee State, but very good passers. Here's a nice little baseline pass. He goes up. You see now picks up the personal foul here from Heslop. 2-shot foul.
At the line is Gear. Heslop, the first personal foul of the ball game. There's a change in that foul shooting situation too. We'll bring you up to date on that in just a moment. Gear's shot is good. Gear, a 6'1" senior. This year, it's 1-1 on fouls 7, 8, and 9, and any foul and a half from 10 on. It's 2 shots. Second shot is no good, and Bradley the rebounder. Not only that, if you're fouled shooting a 3-pointer and you miss it, you get 3 free throws. A couple of changes.
Good pressure defensively by East Tennessee State. And again, BYU does a nice job of looking for the back door, and that's what you want to do on that 1-4 alignment. Pressure on this side, so you look for the backdoor move.
The pass, Roberts couldn't handle it, bounced off his hand and out of bounds. So the Cougars turn it over. Their 3rd turnover early in the game. Buccaneers leading 4-2. Jumper, 3-point try. Hard off the rim, no good. Bradley, the rebounder for BYU. Gives to Call. Call quickly down court to Heslop. Heslop to the top of the circle. They double on him, comes back out to Call. BYU trying to tie it up early in the ball game. Down low to the big guy, Bradley. His shot no good. Rebound up and in by Schreiner. And he was fouled.
Good rebound preparation here from Steve Schreiner on the weak side of the ball after Bradley takes the jump shot. Replay. Take a peek. The off-balance jumper. Again, Steve Schreiner does a nice job. He comes right down the middle. Goes up real strong. Picks up the basket. Now is the opportunity for 3-point play.
Telford committed the foul. Schreiner's a good free throw shooter. In fact, the BYU team, based on last year's experience, a very, very good foul shooting team. We'll have to see about the freshmen they have this year. Schreiner ties the score. BYU 5 and East Tennessee State 5. East Tennessee was 27-7 last year. BYU is 21-9. Both teams played in the NCAA postseason tournaments. Goes into the middle. Shot no good. Pressured by Bradley and picked up by Heslop at the free throw line. Now it's stolen away. Here we come the other way. 4-on-2.
Oh, nice pass.
Blocked by Roberts, but the follow-through is good.
Nice pass here from Toffer to Dennis. And again, BYU had trouble against this full court man-to-man pressure. Right up underneath the ball handler. And again, BYU will come down, take their time, want some time off the clock, and do a little better job of handling the ball.
Lob to Schreiner from Bradley, and Schreiner has his 5th point of the game. And BYU ties it again at 7-7.
Bradley did a nice job of reading the defense, and of course, just over the head of the defender.
Traveling turnover on Greg Dennis. Little skipping step.
Excuse me, Jay. One thing that East Tennessee State's doing a good job of, they run that passing game, and with Dennis here at 6'11", they're bringing him away from the basket here and trying to utilize his quickness as far as the drive. The last time, of course, resulted in the turnover.
Call works it into forecourt this time. Keith Jennings putting a lot of pressure on him every time. There's a pass over in the corner. Lob down low now to Bradley. Bradley tries to get it up, can't. Passes back out to Heslop. They doubled on Bradley down low. High post again, and this time there's a foul call on Greg Dennis. Caught his arm reaching in.
Just a half a step too slow, but pretty good idea where they try to front from the top here and keep the ball away from Shawn Bradley. Here's the replay. Entry pass. You see Dennis comes over with the right arm, picks up the personal foul.
Second team foul on the Buccaneers. Very experienced team. Very good shooting team. Cougars get the ball into Heslop in the corner. Out to Call. Call to the free throw line. His fall-away jumper's good. Nathan Call penetrating and scoring. And it's 9-7 Brigham Young. Cougars have made 4 out of 4 from the field in this game so far. Buccaneers with the basketball. Over to the left side. 22 is Jennings, an excellent basketball player. Gear driving, shooting, missing. Rebound, Bradley quickly out to Heslop. Heslop 1-on-3. Goes on through and stops. Now he shoots a three-pointer. He buries it.
Just some good judgment on that last play. Didn't have the break opportunity. Did not have the number advantage. Brought it back. And, of course, Mark Heslop is one of the finest shooters here in the Western Athletic Conference.
Hay will try from the other end. The shot is missed by Dennis. The rebound BYU. 3-on-2. Call, stops, lobs. No good. Foul underneath.
Good foul here by Story as, of course, the BYU had the fast break opportunity to Shawn Bradley coming in from the right side. And all you do on that, Jay, is throw the ball up about 12 feet and you get a layup.
That's right.
There's the replay right here now. So he wants to hit Bradley here on the right side, but as he comes up with the high throw here, then picks up the personal foul.
Alvin West, number 10, into the game for East Tennessee. And also Rodney English, number 4. English, a JC transfer, as JC All-American. Bradley on the sidelines for BYU. Over to Call. Cougars of BYU leading 12-7. Call to Heslop. There's the lob down low, but it's knocked out of bounds.
Good defense by Dennis. Again, you see how he's trying to front from the side. A big part from the top here with a little three-quarter defensive move, especially here on the high post.
BYU, the ball out of bounds. The lob is into Bradley. That's a good play, too. Tom, just lob it high if you can't get it to anybody else.
Yeah, that's a real advantage right there, Jay. And it's a good point you made here because anytime it gets any pressure, all you have to do is find where Bradley's at and get the ball in.
Three-point try. It's an air ball. Goes out of bounds, but a rebounding foul called on BYU.
It's like Steve Schreiner picked up personal fouls. He tried to push here on the errant shot.
You know, this team, the Buccaneers from East Tennessee State last year, was one of the best three-point shooting teams in the nation. They shot a lot and they made a lot.
Here's the shot here. Of course, it doesn't draw any iron, but you can see the push here by Schreiner underneath.
His first foul, team foul number 2 on BYU. Another shot from outside. In, back out, no good. Call, the rebounder for BYU. Call has it knocked away and stolen. Back the other end of the court. There's a slam by Rodney English.
So East Tennessee State has some very quick guards, and of course they do a good job of coming up and get the deflections here, and that's the second deflection has resulted in an easy basket for East Tennessee.
12-9, BYU leading. Roberts with the ball, starts a drive towards the corner, back outside to Call. Over to Heslop. Now to Call. Here's a three-point try by Call. Good! Nathan Call hits a three-pointer. And BYU ups the lead to 6, 15-9. English handling. Over to Talford. Back down the right side to Dennis. The shot is missed. Scramble for the rebound. Picked up by East Tennessee. A lob down low. Bad pass. Cougars come up with it. Another bad pass. And now a foul at midcourt on East Tennessee on the Buccaneers.
And that's one thing I think we have to really look for tonight is East Tennessee State has some tremendous quick hands here. And they've already come up by their 6 or 7 deflections.
Now we have a timeout called on the court with exactly 14 minutes left to play in the first half. It's Brigham Young 15, East Tennessee State. BYU makes a change to the lineup. They bring Bradley out of the game and bring in Gary Trost, a 6'10 sophomore. So Brigham Young with the basketball, leading by 6. Heslop has it. Down to Roberts. Roberts back out in front to Call. Over to Heslop on the sideline.
BYU running the 1-4.
That's the lob for Schreiner. Hit the bankboard, comes down, and is picked up underneath by Jennings for East Tennessee.
Well, I tell you, that was a nice pass by Trost because, again, the defense was trying to front from the top here. You get that bounce against the board, you got an easy layup.
Here's East Tennessee. Fakes, shoots from outside. Hard off the rim. No good by Alvin West. Rebounded by Trost. So the Buccaneers are struggling with their shooting. They're only 4 out of 13 right now. Here's a foul as we come down the other end of the court. It's a charging foul on BYU. Coming into the game for Brigham Young will be Jared Miller, a 6'8 sophomore. Transferred from Ricks Junior College. He will replace Ken Roberts.
Again, that last replay just showing the quickness of East Tennessee State. They do an excellent job here of gaining the angle defensively, and of course picks up the offensive charge here from Roberts.
The foul on Roberts, his first foul, 3rd team foul on Brigham Young. East Tennessee with 4. Here the Buccaneers penetrating. They have to kick it back out to West. Over to the baseline to Jennings, back out to West. Fakes the shot. There's Jennings penetrating, free throw line jumper, nice shot. Keith Jennings, 5'7 senior, averaged just under 15 points per basketball game last year. 15-11 Brigham Young. Call working on the dribble.
There's another steal.
Call dives for the ball. It's knocked out of bounds. It'll be in for East Tennessee. So that's another BYU turnover. Cougars with 8 turnovers early in the game, attributed to the quick hands of the Buccaneers.
An excellent job of work playing the passing lane. Now, one of the things that East Tennessee State does so well on their passing game, notice how wide they keep it at the wings and how high at the top. And, of course, it gives room for the drive and penetration down the middle, which they've utilized here the first 8 minutes of the ball game.
Jennings, Talford, back to Jennings.
See the good spacing.
That's West over the right wing. He gets to the free throw line, kicks it back out. Talford penetrating, double up on him. Here's a shot by West from outside. It's good. It's a three-pointer, too. So West with the first 3-point field goal of the game for East Tennessee, and it's 15-14 Brigham Young. Call down to the right side to Schreiner. Schreiner hits Trost. There's a foul on the inside. Somebody's called with holding from East Tennessee.
Looked like that was English. Picked up the personal foul trying to establish defensive position.
That's his first foul. 5th team foul of the Buccaneers. Into the game for BYU, Scott Moon, a 6'1 senior. And Darrell Jones, a 6'8 sophomore, comes in. Also coming back in, Major Gear for East Tennessee. BYU with the ball out of bounds in the common foul. 15-14, Brigham Young leading. First round of the NIT. The winner of this game will play the winner. That's Moon from the baseline. In, back out, and then in good. The winner will play the winner of Arizona and Austin Peay.
Of course, that's a good ball team. Arizona ranked number 3 in the country in some polls and number 2 in others.
Schreiner with a steal for BYU. They get it in the hands of Call. And Call forecourts for Brigham Young. Cougars leading by 3. Call on the outside, across court to Moon. High post to Trost. Down to Schreiner. Good pressure defense by the East Tennessee team, and BYU's Jared Miller is called for a foul. His first foul. That'll be a Cougar turnover. Bradley coming back into the game for Brigham Young. And Trost comes out. Here's some other scores from the Dodge NIT. Let's see, Duke beat Marquette 87-74, and Boston College beat Memphis State 82-78. So Duke and Boston College will play in the second round. 3-point lead for Brigham Young in this game with 11:37 left to go in the first half. The winner of this game will play again on Friday, and then the loser waits for a while before they play, getting into their regular season activity. Here's East Tennessee with the basketball. West has it, trying to get that shot up. Can't. Over the left side, there's a shot from outside, and it's good. It's another three-pointer. Hitting this one is Keith Jennings. He has 7 points. We have a tie ball game now. Foul into forecourt for the Cougars. High post to Miller. There's the lob down low, intended for Bradley. Knocked away and stolen. And East Tennessee with the ball. Down to Jennings. Moon with him. Moon fouls him. Boy, did Moon get up in the air that time.
Of course, Scott Moon there, you see in your picture there, number 44, the Western Athletic Conference high jump champion. Jennings does a nice job of looking for his teammates. He comes up with the traitor on the fast break, but of course, the official picks up the call. Look at this little 180 spin.
I don't know. Was there any contact?
I think maybe the official was behind the plate.
That is Bradley blocking a shot, and the rebound picked up by Call for BYU. Down court to Schreider. Schreider shoots it from outside. Hard off the rim, no good. Rebound controlled by East Tennessee. 3-on-2.
Oh, nice pass.
Good pass, I'll say. And the slam dunk by Rodney English. So East Tennessee regains the lead. They lead the Cougars now 19-17. Call into forecourt for BYU. Over to Moon. Moon outside. Dribbles to the left side. Over to Schreiner.
Team is so quick here. You got to move all the time.
Lob for Bradley, but it's knocked away and out of bounds by Greg Dennis.
They're so quick that you got to move all the time, and again, they do such an excellent job of overplaying the passing lanes.
Cougars with the ball out of bounds against pressure. Into Moon. Moon to Call. There's the lob down low to Bradley. Bradley's turnaround jumper. Little hard off the rim, no good. Comes right into the hands of Moon. He shoots and misses from close in. Here we come, 3-on-2 again. West over to Jennings to the baseline, stolen by Moon at the baseline for BYU. And he is fouled as he comes out on the dribble.
There's two mistakes that West made. Number one, on the fast break, he kept the ball for about 2 or 3 dribbles too long. They had a 3-and-1 advantage, like you mentioned, Jay, but 2 or 3 dribbles just closed the break opportunity off. And of course, then West comes up and picks up the not very smart foul here on the last play.
And we have a timeout with 10 minutes left to go in the first half. East Tennessee leads Brigham Young by a score of 19-7. BYU and East Tennessee State in the Dodge NIT for Provo, Utah. The Buccaneers leading by 2 points right now. The Cougars with the ball, and Call almost has it stolen. He gets it back, however. Over to Moon.
Jennings just like a little gnat. He's so quick.
That's Bradley. That turnaround jumper, his first score of the ball game. Yeah, Keith Jennings, Mr. Jennings, he is very quick. Here's a shot, a 3-point try. Over the top, no good. Rebound, it's a loose ball on the court, and East Tennessee controls it. Mr. Jennings, right down the middle, fires up a prayer. Too hard, no good. Miller clears it out for BYU. To Call, way down court to Moon. Can he get in? He tries a shot. It's blocked and knocked out of bounds. Whistle on the play. The Cougars want goaltending.
The ball was not down on its downward flight. Okay, tremendous, again, defensive move here by East Tennessee. Gee, they did a nice job of getting back defensively. They actually were outnumbered 3-1. All right, here's the block. Moon goes up for the shot. And, of course, you get the traitor defensively coming down here. And, of course, the ball was on upward flight. And a good call, I thought, by the official.
So Moon will go to the free throw line for the Cougars. He'll shoot 2. BYU's had only 1 free throw in the game. That was by Schreiner, and he made it.
And, again, we mentioned earlier, Scott Moon, he can jump, that kid.
He won the WAC high jumping. He has high jumped about 7'2½", and he is 6'1". And the track coaches say he can do better than that. Here's Moon scoring the second one. So BYU's back out in front by 2, 21-19. The Buccaneers on the attack. West has it. They go down low to Dennis. Dennis fakes, pumps, gets blocked. Blocked by Bradley, picked up by Call. Call down to Miller on the front end of a fast break. No good, and wait, it's touched while it's in the cylinder.
Basket interference here, and again, the trail official picks the call up here on the left side. Good call.
Nice play by BYU. Miller shot it just a little bit too hard.
And that's the plus that BYU has. They can run the defense into Bradley, and of course, that's the real force out there, because defensively, you can take chances out there. All right, here's the missed shot. Now you see Bradley coming in here, and the ball is on the cylinder, and again, the call is picked up by the trail official.
2-point edge, Brigham Young with the basketball. Mr. Jennings over the midcourt line. Goes by a pick to the right side. Down in the corner, there's a shot up from there. Too hard, no good. Tipped in the air, tipped up, no good. And pulled down by Moon for BYU. Missing in close was Dennis. He had a good tip at it, too. BYU with the basketball. Over to Moon. Moon looks down low. Nobody open there. Drives on his man, and he's fouled. He was held this time by number 12, Major Gear. The Cougars will now shoot 1-1.
Again, BYU in that 1-4 offensive alignment. Moon looked like he wanted to go over the top here, and of course Gear overplayed him there, and of course then Moon took the baseline and picked up the personal foul. So he fakes to the middle. Now of course he takes the baseline here. You can see the body contact here by Gear.
Moon 2 out of 2 at the line. Cougars are 3 of 3 free throw shooting. Good by Moon. Moon, a 6'1" senior. Remember, the 10th foul and a half, you shoot 2 free throws, and all fouls the remainder of the half. It's a new rule this year. Moon makes it again. He's hit 4 straight. For BYU, Roberts comes back into the game, and Schreiner gets a rest. Brigham Young with a 4-point lead, 23-19. 8:26 remaining in this half. Mr. Jennings over the midcourt line. Working on the dribble against Nathan Call. Goes into the middle. What we got? I didn't see it.
5-second count. Again, Call doing a good job here on Jennings. As Jennings dribbled too much here in the back part of the front court, and picks up the violation.
6 turnover on the Buccaneers. BYU at the ball. There's a steal. Overplaying. That's English. Wow, what a slam. English with his 3rd field goal of the game, and another steal. BYU at the basketball. As Tom said, overplaying those passing lanes. They've made it pay off for points. Bradley drops it, gets it back. Over to Moon. BYU leading by 2. That's Miller. Something called on the inside.
Looks like a personal foul here on English. He's trying to muscle Bradley here from getting a good offensive position.
Second foul on English for BYU. Shawn Bradley, who has 1 field goal in the game, will shoot 1-1. In high school, Bradley, a very good free throw shooter. 7'6" center for BYU. He makes it. 3 points for Shawn. Into the game for East Tennessee State, Jerry Pelfrey, a 6'6" sophomore. He replaces Rodney English. 24-21, Brigham Young, 7:42 to go in the half. Bradley's foul shot is good. Brigham Young perfect at the foul line tonight. 7 out of 7. The Buccaneers with the ball. Mr. Jennings has it. Dribbles to the right side. Passes out there to Gear. Gets it right back. He keys everything for them. Here he is penetrating. Kicks it back out to Dennis. Dennis' shot is no good. Rebound by Bradley for BYU. Over to Moon. Moon quickly into forecourt for the Cougars. Tries to go all the way. Is checked to Miller. Back to Moon. Cross court to Call. That's Roberts. And Moon. There's Bradley to the free throw line. His fall-away jumper. In, back out. Just missed it. Rebound by East Tennessee. Jennings brings it down court on the left side. Over to Topper. Gets one right back. There's the alley-oop lob. They doubled. In fact, they had 4 players surrounding Gear. He couldn't shoot it, so he finally threw it, and it was knocked out of bounds.
Of course, BYU the last couple times down the floor, giving East Tennessee State a different look defensively. Little zone defense here, and of course they're looking for the back pick, which they just got here. But they looked around and they saw a lot of BYU people, so he decided to kick out to the to the corner here, and of course he gets the deflection. Now East Tennessee has the ball out of bounds.
Trost back in for BYU, and West in, and he shoots right now and misses. Rebound Roberts for BYU. Roberts to call. That's Trost.
Nice
Trost
break.
inside for Miller. Miller's got a layup.
Okay, that was a textbook fast break. No dribbling. You had 3 real good passes here for an easy layup. Timeout, East Tennessee State.
Crowd getting into the act. 27-21, and the Buccaneers call timeout as BYU leads them by 6. We have 6 minutes and 29 seconds left to play in half number 1. BYU with a 6-point lead, and Tom a 4-point edge in the rebounding.
Yeah, but that doesn't surprise you. Of course, BYU is a much larger team here, and you'll see the floor that just taken the floor here from East Tennessee State. You know, they've got a couple guards in there 6 foot tall, and of course forwards are like 6'3" or 6'4", so that's not surprising.
All right, the Buccaneers with the basketball, trailing the Cougars by 6. That's the big lead of the ball game, 6 points. East Tennessee has been ahead by 4, their big lead. Buccaneers with the ball. 11 is Dennis. Nice feed inside to West, and West faked Miller onto his back. On Jared Miller's second foul.
East Tennessee State doing a nice job, Jay, of moving the ball from side to side, strong side to weak side, and so forth, keeping the middle area open here, and that's the reason why they are able to get that pass underneath the basket here. For West.
6th foul of the game on BYU, team foul. West at the line, shooting and making the first one, shooting 2. The Buccaneers now 2 out of 3 from the free throw line. Second one is too hard, no good. Miller, the rebounder for BYU. Over to Call. Call gets it over the midcourt line for the Cougars. Down the sidelines to Roberts on the right. Roberts out to Miller. Inside to Trost. Trost walks. Turnover. Turnover number 10 on BYU. Buccaneers have 7. 27-22. BYU ahead by 5. Mr. Jennings, 5'7" senior, brings it down court. All-American candidate.
He looks like he can drive anytime he wants to.
Well, they penetrate, have to kick it back out. Here's a shot from outside that's good. It's a 3-pointer, too, by Major Gear. So each time it looks like BYU will get a little room. The Buccaneers come right back. They were up by 6. Now it's only 2. BYU's ball. There's the steal. That's Jennings. He saw that pass coming. He steals it and takes it all the way down court.
But I think the key, BYU's got to be a little more actively offensively. They're standing around a little bit too much. And, of course, when they do that, then East Tennessee State can overplay the passing lanes. And they've come up with a number of deflections, like just right there. And they got another easy one, almost.
Trost got it back. He gave it to Roberts, and Roberts missed the shot. So BYU almost turned it over. They did get a shot out of it, but not a good one. Jennings has the ball. Here's Gear shooting again. Missing this time. Miller, the rebounder for BYU. Over to Call. And Nathan will move it over the midcourt line for BYU. Heslop and Bradley waiting to come back in for BYU. Trost on the outside. Alley-oop lob. Miller's down low. He's hammered. As he tried to make the layup, he was fouled hard by Talford. His second foul.
That was a good foul here by Talford. Again, what they're trying to do is defend from the top. There it is right here from the top, and of course he comes over and picks up the personal foul, and now puts Miller on the line here for 2 free throws.
Moon and Trost out for BYU as Heslop and Bradley come back in, and Miller will shoot 2. That's the 10th team foul on the Buccaneers in the first half. So any foul, the rest of the half will be 2 shots for BYU under the new rule. Miller's free throw is good. Brigham Young continues to shoot very well at the foul line. Now 8 out of 8. Schreiner coming back in for Brigham Young, replacing Ken Roberts. Here's Miller, has 3 points in the game. He's a 6'8" sophomore. JC transfer. It's good. Coming in for the Buccaneers, Michael Woods, number 32, a 6'5" senior. And Calvin Telford comes out of the game. BYU by 2, 29-27, 4:45 to play in the first half. The Buccaneers with the ball. Mr. Jennings over the midcourt line. Over to West. Now they swing it to the right side, right back out in front.
Very good spacing again.
This is West. He wanted to shoot, couldn't get it off. Down low, Jennings fakes. Has to pass back out to Major Gear. Here's a shot from outside. 3-pointer is good by Adam West. His second of the game. And the Buccaneers lead by a point, 30-29. BYU's ball. Heslop over the right quarter court position. Out to Schreiner, knocked. That was almost a steal. Here's Call going low to Miller. Miller's turnaround jumper right in there. Jared Miller with his 6th point. BYU ahead by a point. The Buccaneers quickly. That's West into the middle. Underhanded shot is blocked by Bradley. Back into the hands of West. Here's an outside shot that is no good. High bounce goes back into the hand of the Buccaneers.
Again, another second shot opportunity. Do a nice job of hitting the offensive boards.
West saves an errant pass. Over to Woods. Here's Dennis shooting. Missing. Rebound this time. Bradley, and Bradley is fouled.
Hey, so far, Dennis is 0 for November.
He sure is. He's having a rough shooting night.
It's like 0 for 7 for him. All perimeter shots from the side. It's interesting that East Tennessee State attack. They move the ball on the perimeter and so forth, shooting. They're so very quick going to the offensive board. It really works to their advantage.
Bradley at the line will shoot 2. Now again, the rule this year, it's 1-1 on fouls 7, 8, and 9 in a half. And from 10 on, you get 2 shots on any foul. So Bradley will shoot 2 right now.
Bradley shooting 2.
Bradley 2 for 2 at the free throw line. It's good. 5 points for Shawn Bradley, the 7'6" freshman center at BYU. BYU ahead by 2 points with 3:29 to go in a half. Good again, so the Cougars have not missed from the free throw line. They're now 11 out of 11. And the Buccaneers have possession, trailing by 3. Jennings on the sidelines goes to Gear. Gear back to Jennings. Knocked out of his hands. He picks it right back up. Dribbles over the left. There's a new man in the game, Darrell Jones, number 31. Here's Wood shooting and hitting it.
Would you like to be a shooter playing with Jennings? Just kind of go around and have him penetrate and you fall in behind.
So West has his 3rd three-pointer of the first half. And it's tied again at 33-33. BYU's ball. Bradley has it. His pass deflected into the corner, goes out of bounds. It'll be in for East Tennessee.
Again, another deflection, and again, I'll labor the point here, but East Tennessee State doing an excellent job of playing the passing lane.
We have a 33-33 tie with 2:44 to play in a half. West outside to Gear. Here's Jennings. Jennings puts up a 3-pointer. It's good. So Jennings has one, and we say last year they were one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the nation. They're showing it here tonight. There's an offensive charge on Call of BYU, his first foul. That'll turn it over with the Buccaneers leading by 3, 36-33.
You can really see why Jennings is so heralded as one of the best people. There's a little bump right there, and again, Bishop felt he had position established. Very, very quick. Does a nice job of hounding the ball up and underneath the ball handler. Does a nice job of taking the charge.
Gear with the ball out of bounds. Now check that. It's West. His pass comes in right back to West. West works into the middle out to Jennings. Over to the left side. West, Gear, and Jennings. Quick perimeter passing. They get any kind of an opening, they shoot it. Like right there. It's no good. Bradley is fouled on the rebound. Foul on number 31, Darrell Jones, his first. That'll send Bradley to the line to shoot 2 foul shots.
Yeah, that's a tall order to get a rebounder here from Shawn Bradley. Does a nice job of checking out here, and you see that Jones comes over and picks up the personal foul. Nice little pull-up jump shot here by Jennings. The nice job again, Bradley down there locking out. Established position here, and then you see Jones coming over and picking up the personal foul.
The Buccaneers have 14 field goals in the game. BYU has 10. But Brigham Young has 11 out of 11 at the foul line. The Buccaneers 2 out of 4. Here's Bradley to shoot 2. He has hit 4 straight in this game. Misses this one. He's in, pop back out, so he'll try again.
With Bradley, the thing with Pauls is this excellent touch on the ball. You follow the mechanics on the free throw shot that he takes here. Very short stroke.
Rolls out of there.
But it was there. It was there.
That's right. After making 11 straight, the Cougars missed 2. So the Buccaneers have a 3-point lead, 36-33. Big lead for East Tennessee is 4 in the game. Big lead for the Cougars, 6. Now they're trying to pull BYU out a bit.
We're getting a little zone defense here, a little tandem defense, like a little 2-on-2 here by BYU.
Well, Gear puts one up right away and hits it. So they are red hot with their shooting now after being very cold early. That's a 5-point. That was a 2-point field goal that time. Schreiner coming along a baseline. Shoots from the baseline. Hits it. Steve Schreiner with his 7th point of the night. 38-35. East Tennessee with the basketball. Jennings has it. They've had 3 of their last 4 field goal attempts. Number 30 is Jerry Pelfrey, who just came into the game. The ball's knocked away. However, it's controlled by the Buccaneers thanks to Jennings' quickness.
Any other player, BYU would have possession. But again, Jennings, just the lightning quick reflexes.
Jennings to Gear. There's the shot. It's good. Another 3-pointer by Alvin West. He has 4 of them in this game. 4 3-pointers. And the Buccaneers lead by 6 with a minute to go in the first half. High post to Bradley. Bradley in a step. Free throw line jumper. A little too hard. No good. Miller puts it back up. Slammed home by Bradley.
Got to put a body on. Shawn Bradley did a nice job of preparing, coming right down the middle. Gets the easy putback.
41-37. 37 seconds, and the Buccaneers will go for one last shot here in the first half.
Again, BYU comes out in a man-to-man defense here, and of course, that gives a little more opportunity for Jennings to take the drive.
There's West driving. Blocked by Bradley into the hands of Call with 20 seconds to go in the half. And that is not what Coach LaForce wanted them to do. Call trying to set up a play for the Cougars. Works down the right side. High post to Bradley. We have 4 seconds. Bradley to Heslop. They need to shoot it. He forces a shot. It's no good. And BYU does not get a shot away in time. And the half ends on that note with East Tennessee coming from behind to lead now by 4 points at halftime. The Buccaneers have 41, and the Cougars from Brigham Young have 37.